Hello everyone, this is Jay from Live to Love Tarot, here to do Deep Read Wednesday. So this is for all signs, and this read may not resonate with you, so take what works. Also, I have a tendency of saying he or him in regards to the other person. No, the roles can reverse. So I wanted to do this read with my 3 original decks that I used to start tarot. So we're going to start first with your energy. I thought it would be fun to really use these decks because I miss them. We have the Star card, the Knight of Wands, and the Temperance card. You know, I feel like your energy right now when it comes to love is you're in this energy of healing, of forgiving, you know, making a passionate effort towards really reconciling anything that doesn't have you, finding peace with the past, really finding peace with love or anything that you've endured with the person you feel connected to. So let's see what in the recent past made you change directions. Yeah, I like this. You know, I feel like with the Ace of Swords, the 4 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Cups, you realized that you couldn't hold on to this grief, the loss of this connection anymore. You made a clear decision that it was time. It was time to really let go. And while you're in this energy of healing, of forgiveness, of aligning in a new positive way and doing whatever it takes to move towards balance, peace, and harmony. So what is a fear? What is a couple of fears? I want to see some fears and some blockages when it comes to this connection with you. What is your fear? We have the Knight of Swords, the Devil card, and the 5 of Swords. I feel like the first fear that you have when it comes to your person is you're afraid that you'll never be able to get over the betrayal. You're afraid that, you know, a fear with you is that you're afraid that you will never be able to lift the triggers or heal the triggers that restrict you in this betrayal of your heart. What is another fear? And this kind of coincides with the first fear. I feel like the second fear with the Wheel of Fortune, the 7 of Swords, and the Ace of Wands, I feel like a second fear is that you don't think that you two will ever move in a positive direction. That this betrayal, you know, these betrayals from the past, these restrictions are going to prevent you two from finding peace with each other, from really creating a new passionate beginning. And you want this person in your life, whether it's as friends or more. That's why these fears are coming out. So what's blocking you? What are a couple of blockages that are blocking you from really finding peace with the past? Oh, fear of missing. A blockage is you're afraid you missed an opportunity with this connection. And with the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Cups, you have a hard time. You have a hard time closing your heart off and using your logic to release this blockage because you still have love for this person. And so what blocks you from balance, really finding balance, is you're afraid that you missed an opportunity in this connection. So what else? Yeah. We have the Moon card, the Ace of Pentacles, and the 7 of Cups. You fear that you'll never get the chance to really open up a new beginning with this person, that you two will never find space, you know, that special space to open up a new stable beginning or to open up new options in this connection. You know, a blockage with you is that you're so caught up in this missed opportunity. You know, you're so fearful of not having this person in your life that it's preventing you from moving forward. It's preventing you from finding peace with the past. So let's see, what is your intention towards your person right now? What is your intention? What is your intention? What is your intention? What are you working on? Or what do you want the most from this person? Let's say that instead. We have the Hermit, the Emperor, and the King of Wands. You know, I feel like you want a chance. You want a chance to find balance with this person. What you want the most from your person right now is you just really want the ability to withdraw from the past, to really work towards finding some stable ground and having the courage to really see this connection as a connection that at least deserves balance. So what you want the most from your person is for them to give this a chance. So, okay, now let's get your person. So what is your person's energy towards you? What is your person's energy towards you? We have the Ace of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. You know, I feel like your person right now is really trying to find peace with the breakup, really trying to work on releasing any heartache or burdens or challenges by really, moving towards self-love, self-peace, and self-harmony. I feel like this person knows if they're going to bring balance to this connection, they need to work hard on releasing these challenges that prevent them from bringing balance to this connection. So what's one of their fears when it comes to you? What is one of their fears? We have the Queen of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. You know, I feel like their biggest fears almost coincides with yours. You know, their biggest fear is that you're going to cut them out. You know, that you're going to really look at the bigger picture and see their wrongs. And look at the bigger picture as you're working on yourself and really see their wrongs as being enough to cut them out of your life. What is the second fear? We have the Nine of Wands, the Emperor, and the Lovers. I also feel like your person's second fear is that they'll never be able to rid these triggers that have created these defensive walls that prevent them from taking control of their stability, that prevent them from letting go of the negativity of this past breakup, of this past partnership. So I feel like your person's fears are that you're going to cut them out of their life and that they out of your life, and that they're never going to get a chance, that they're never going to get over this. They're never going to get over the way things went down, that they're never going to get to that stable ground and be able to completely let go of the negativity of this past partnership. So what's a blockage? What's a blockage with your person? Yeah. We have the Knight of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. This is kind of like you. I feel like a blockage with your person is they're trying their best to take a decisive action towards ridding any triggers when it comes, ridding any triggers that they're holding on too tight to. But here's the thing. This is a working blockage. I call these working blockage because I feel like a blockage with your person is they still haven't really sought the clarity they need to rid all these triggers. They're still holding on to some of them. They're still holding on to some of the negativity. So what's another blockage with your person? We have the Justice card, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. I feel like another blockage with your person, and it almost coincides with the first blockage. They're still seeking the truths. They haven't, and another thing I'm getting is they're still not accepting some of their wrongs. They're still not balancing the scales. And instead of them stabilizing their self and working on balancing the scales, they tend to move towards nurturing and excusing their reasons for the triggers that cause the loss and grief. So your person at times self-victimizes their self into believing that everything was your fault. You know what I mean? Instead of accepting their faults and balancing the scales And this is part of them nurturing the loss and grief and making excuses why they don't move towards healing. You know, I feel like a huge blockage with your person is just like you. They don't want to let go of this connection. So holding on to it negatively is better than letting you go altogether. So let's get, what is it they want the most from you right now? What is it they want the most from you right now? We have the Eight of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Moon card. You know, I feel like they want change. You know, this person really wants to communicate with you. They feel like if they do communicate with you, this might help them to really release the fear of letting go of this connection, because this person did see you as their forever after. And so a lot of the difficulty they're having, sorry, I'm trying to make the cards tighter. A lot of the difficulty that they are having in letting go of this connection is because they don't want to let go of you. And they're hoping if you two could communicate in some way, it will help to rid those illusions, the fear that keeps them stuck in the pain and the loss of this connection. So I want to see what you need to do to bring balance to this connection. What is something that you can work on to bring balance to this connection? What is something you need to work on? What is something that you need to work on? We have the King of Cups, the Tower, and the Justice card. You need to find balance with the triggers from the upheaval of this breakup. What you need to do to bring balance to this connection is work on mastering your emotions and really seeking out the truths, you know, accepting your wrongs, balancing the scales from the triggers. These cards are so tight that when I turn them, my hand slips. But anyways, you need to really seek out the truth so that you can balance the scales, so that you can come to peace with the upheaval of this breakup. Really let go of the triggers that may still have you stuck in this breakup, you know, really, or in the upheaval of the breakup. So you just need to keep moving forward, seeking the truth, accepting your wrongs in order to balance the scales so that you can find peace with the past. What does your person need to do to bring balance to this connection? They need to, first of all, they need to ground themselves. With the King of Pentacles, your person needs to really start working on being practical and realizing that it's time to ground themselves. Grounding yourself, it creates a stable environment so that they can really start to contemplate ways with the Four of Cups of letting go of feeling like they missed an opportunity in this connection. Actually, they have to do two things. One, they have to really, really soul search and see if it's possible for them to rebuild this connection or if it's time to let go. I feel like your person is stuck in between. They're at a crossroads and they're not sure if they have to accept that this was a missed opportunity. They're not sure if they want to rebuild this connection. So what your person needs to do is work on healing enough to make a decision on which direction they want to go. Because you can't be stuck in the middle, because that keeps you stuck in the negativity. You know, when you're going back in your head, back and forth in your head over what it is you want to do, it can really make a mess of things that cause a lot of anxiety and stress. So, and I feel like what they want the most from you right now is to communicate, to see where things can go. And this may help them, to be honest, this may help them to make a decision on which direction they want to go. So, I mean, it's up to you. But it may be a good idea that you two communicate about your true feelings. So let's get the connective. Let's get the connection. So connectively, what is the current energy? What is the current energy connectively? Yeah. I like this a lot, and I'm going to tell you why, because we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. Actually, we have five. I'm taking them all, too, because they came out for a reason. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Five of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. I feel like you both are in this energy of making steady progress towards thinking of new ways to release anything that is betraying you from making decisions and opening up your heart, really embracing your emotions. I love this a lot. This is the connective energy. So what happened in the recent past for you two in moving to positive emotions? I like the Knight of Cups because the Knight of Cups is action. It's when you're really taking the action to do the work. So what happened in the recent past? What happened in the recent past? What happened in the recent past? Yeah, I feel like in the recent past, we have the Hangman, the Death card, and the Queen of Wands. I feel like connectively in the recent past, you both were able to let go of some of the triggers and really end and make a transition towards rebuilding your confidence and your power, and why you're in this energy, you know, this current energy of opening up your heart and thinking of new ways to release anything that's betraying you, from making steady, stable steps towards peace and harmony and really making the decisions you need to make. So what's a fear connectively? What is the fear connectively right now between the two of you? What is one of the fears? You know, I feel like a fear right now connectively is either there's an outside interference, or you fear an outside interference taking away your ability to taking away your ability to think of stable ways of opening up a new beginning in this connection. So if fear is that either there is another person in one of your lives, or you fear that that you or your person is going to find another person, it's going to take away your ability to think of stable ways of opening up a new beginning. What else? What's another fear? You know, I feel like a second fear with the Seven of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. I feel like a second fear is that you both are afraid that you're never going to get over the heartache, that you're never going to be able to heal the pain. You know, that you're never going to get to the point where you're going to have the courage to stand up and say, hey, I need to let this go. I need to stop collaborating with the pain. And a lot of it is because you both see this connection as forever after. And it's difficult to let go. But this is a connective fear that you both share. So what's a connective blockage? What is a connective blockage? Yeah, we have the Knight of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Justice card. I feel like you both need to work on this. I feel like a connective blockage is there's times when you both aren't making that passionate effort to rid any scarcity mindset that has you holding on to the negativity of each other. You know, you're not balancing the scales. You're not seeking the truth. You're not taking responsibility for your wrongs. A blockage is you tend to both blame each other for this connection not working. And that's not okay. I gotta fix this, sorry. What is another connective blockage? We have the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Fool card. Yeah, there's some confusion still. You know, you both are wanting to create some sort of new beginning, but it's the confusion and the lack of you being able to cut that confusion out that really blocks your ability to find peace in this connection. You know, I feel like, and you know what? It may also be that, yeah, it is. It's a blockage connectively is that you both haven't gotten to the point where you're able to cut out all of the confusion, all of the overwhelming triggers of the past. And this is preventing you from really moving in a better energy towards peace and towards balance. So what's another blockage? What is another blockage? Yeah. We have the Knight of Swords and the Five of Pentacles and the Hermit card. I feel like another blockage is that you both are really isolating the truths. And again, this goes and coincides with your inability to accept your wrongs. And you know, you're withdrawing from the ability to heal, because part of balancing the scales is accepting your wrongs. So this blocks you from finding peace and balance in this connection. So what do you need to do connectively to find peace and balance in this connection? Yeah, we have the Eight of Pentacles and the King of Swords along with the Ten of Wands. You need to use your logic to start really focusing on the burdens that prevent you from bringing this peace and balance. What you need to do is really do your best to focus on the challenges that are preventing you from moving forward, that are preventing you from finding balance personally in order to bring balance to this connection. You know, finding peace with the past. It's very important. So let's get some advice for you. What advice moving forward, what is something that you should work on in the near future in order to work on that balance? Yeah, use your logic. You know, we have the King of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. You need to really work on using your logic. You know, choose the path towards working on your goals and dreams so that you can slowly balance your emotions, because you got the King of Cups right here too, with your emotions in order to find satisfaction. Once we get to a better place in our mindset, once we get to a better place where we're looking at, you know, the good that a person brought into our life, that's when we find balance. That's when we find peace, you know. And once we find peace, that's when you can work towards possible reconciliation if that's what you want. But until you find that peace, any sort of reconciliation will just falter. Your person, what advice do we have for your person to work on as they move in the near future? We have the Six of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Fool card. I feel like your person needs to be patient. They need to start working on really giving recognition to what is blocking them, what is preventing them from finding peace with this connection. Because once they recognize these triggers, that's when they'll, you know, it's almost like once they get to the point where they're being patient, it's when they'll recognize these triggers that are preventing them from that new beginning that they want with you. You know, so they need to work on these triggers. They need to find peace with the past. What needs to happen connectively? What should you two work on connectively? We have the King of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. I feel like connectively you both need to make a clear decision to find stability, to ground yourself and let go of what no longer serves you in this partnership or this past partnership. I also feel like you two need to make some decisions, because I do feel the energy surrounding this read is that you both go back and forth with wanting to reconcile. So you need to make a decision. If this is what you want, then you need to heal the past and work towards finding balance, because you cannot reconcile till you find balance. And if you don't want to miss an opportunity in this connection, then let this past go with love. Open your heart, really accept and move towards what it is you want, instead of moving, you know, holding on to the negative energy and moving away from what you want, because our energy draws everything in. What we want will come to us as long as we want it with love, peace, and harmony. So this is what I have for you. I hope it helps, and I thank you so much for stopping by. And as always, go with love and peace.